welcome back to the Surviving Your 20s podcast,
where our goal is for you to survive, thrive, and live your best life in your 20s
and beyond. My name is Shar.
I'm Makeda.
And yes, we're back. You know, had to get some things in order.
It's been a long time.
It has been.
I mean, it's been like a month and a half?
A month and a half, too.
Yeah.
Almost 2.
Almost 2 months, but, you know, it happens.
Life be lifing.
Uh-huh.
Bank accounts sometimes getting negatives.
Yeah, and you gotta just focus on work and
school.
Yeah, let's give them like a little life update. What do you think?
Yeah, you go first. What's been going on?
For me, so I think the last time we recorded, I told everyone that I was starting at a new school. Maybe that was the time before the last time. Whatever.
Yeah.
If y'all watched, y'all know. So I started at the new school. Charlene knows this already. This is really for y'all.
Yeah.
I started at a new school. It's going okay. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm not gonna talk crazy just yet. It's only October.
October.
It's only October, but yeah, and then class, taking like college classes, trying to balance everything. So I feel like I've been like all work, no play,
Okay. You say you've been out, like, when was the last time you been out? When was the last time? Let me run that back. When was the last time you was out?
Like before work started, so like early September.
Yes. And when was the last time we seen each other?
Like end of August.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been so long.
I know. I missed you.
I missed you too. Why are you rolling your eyes?
I'm not rolling my eyes.
First of all, we were supposed to go out to brunch last week, and Charlene did not say anything.
No. What happened was you did not read your messages.
I read my messages.
Listen, let's not fight on the pod, because the people really gonna think we don't like each other.
Don't make me pull up the text.
Okay, you do that. Who's gonna edit it in though? Not me. Okay, case clear. What I've been doing, you gonna edit it in?
No, I don't know how to edit.
Okay,
you got it.
All right, Booski.
You got it, girl.
What I've been up to, nothing much. Same old, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really changed for me. I found a new therapist.
Okay.
Therapy. Physical therapy.
PT.
I'm still working on the therapist part, because I do need one. If you know someone that could take me a foot low, let me know. You want to get your healing, but dang, it's a little expensive.
It's expensive, yeah. Especially if
everybody like go to therapy. Black people go to therapy. They capitalized off that too. Now I need my coins up to get the healing. So I'm just on a bended knee in Jesus right now, like. I
mean, and then sometimes people say like, oh, the ones that accept their insurance aren't good. So it's really like a lot of trial and error.
It's trial and error. But if you have someone for the low, send her my way, preferably a black woman.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you, Christian. Please. I don't do the candles in the. I don't need no candle craft coming to me.
They be trying to read you like,
let me
give you a reading.
Listen, anyway, let me not come for y'all, because we just came back.
Right.
We ain't trying to go viral.
Too crazy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. I did physical therapy. I found a new place. I'm getting myself together, because I had some like insurance things I needed to sort out, which is a part of the system. You know what I'm saying? So,
but it worked out, because your new place is like way nicer, way better service,
better vibes. Shout out to I can't even shout them out, because it's calm right now. It's new. So if you want therapy, inbox me, because I can't have people. Imagine me gatekeeping.
Gatekeep your PC place. Absolutely.
Because
yes,
they're gonna be like, oh, where's that at? And then no, because when I really needed therapy, let me take this out too, because the girls is not gonna.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. I really don't care.
Charlene's not doing anything but sitting pretty and being a hot wife.
Yeah, that's
crazy. Now
that's
the shade is wild
that's
tonight. The shade is going crazy.
Nigga said I'm
tonight.
ugly.
The shade.
I had a track let me pull up the track to lighten the mood, because you know we not rusty, but we getting the vibes back.
And who I fire.
I get what I desire.
But wait, pause.
Yeah.
This not gonna get copyrighted or something?
That's why we gotta talk in between it. Boom.
Oh.
Holy
water upon the vampires. In this very moment, I'm king. This very moment, I slay Goliath with the sling.
Okay. All right. Boom. Let me get to the chorus now so we don't get copyrighted.
Okay, that's how that works.
Okay. Oh, for life. Yeah.
For life.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, Nicki Minaj, girl. Oh.
Nikki, don't clock me.
Don't clock her.
Don't clock me.
I wish that I could have this moment. Nikki with the auto-tune, though. She was eating us up back then.
This freshman year of high school, and we all thought that like her and
with
Drake
the Bay
get together. Yeah.
I wish that I could have. Do you see them girls on TikTok imitating Nicki Minaj? I think it's so cool. Like, I
feel like it'd just be that one girl. She's so well.
fire. She'd be like, what you said?
Papa Bear? I gotta try my Nicki imitation. I actually have never.
Can you try right now?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. The vibes is here.
Okay.
All right. The vibes is here. Come on, Nicki.
And I just wait. No, I feel like the
you
voice
gotta
isn't
get
right.
New York.
I feel like
you
it
gotta get New York. You gotta. She ODs on the New York accent.
So we gonna get into some things, okay? Tay, give me some ice. Can you? I don't know.
That was good. Can you?
That's the best I can do. That's the best. I gotta practice at home. You put me on the spot.
You gotta do like yeah.
Nikki don't talk like that though.
But that's how she be talking. She be like, what? I mean, I can't imitate people, but I don't think I can imitate Nicki Minaj
I
at
can
all.
imitate people if I have like a script. Like I need to like hear you say something, and now I'm like,
you gotta practice at home and come back and give the people the show, because you are the Nicki fan. But guess what, guys? We're gonna have this moment for life, okay? This podcast moment.
The podcast. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to set the tone. You know, hopefully the bank accounts don't get in negatives anymore. I gotta say it though, because people be I don't know.
People be what?
People be going through it. If your bank account is in negative right now,
we feel for you.
Call your bank tomorrow and dispute the charges. It's not your fault.
She would say that, y'all.
These banks are crooks.
They are, but like I can't have a single like money conversation with Charlene without her being like,
listen, stop. The feds are watching.
Disputed. What happened the other day? You
have to relax.
The other day,
you have to relax. We're going to get in trouble.
I'm gonna tell the people.
The feds are putting my case file together as we speak.
Let them. So the other day, what happened?
At the petty cash.
They say they wait until like you run up like $200,000. And
well, the good news is the store that I used to steal from as a child, and the Target in Harlem is closing down because of theft.
They still got your picture in the system somewhere.
Do they? I wasn't looking like this back 10 years ago. So
I mean,
unfortunately for them, that money is done. I got caught though. I'm out. I didn't walk out this. Listen, let's not even go back to that story again, because I have changed. You see, Jesus is my friend.
You've evolved a little bit.
Do you see that? Jesus has changed me.
Oh,
Jesus.
You actually scared me. That startled me. Take it easy. You really startled me for a second.
That's good. Let's get back to the pod.
We will, but I just want to say, you don't steal no more. You just dispute charges instead.
That's not true.
So that's where we're gonna leave that. She don't steal, y'all. She just disputes charges.
Listen, I will dispute a charge if the charge is worth being disputed, and I'll leave that there.
You bust down that footprint, and as you was busting it down, you said, I'm disputing, I'm getting my money back.
I can say that to you. The footprints ain't how it used to be back in 2012. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't even eating footprints back then. I don't know.
See, when junk get hot, you gotta keep the stuff going. But
I said,
not
you gotta step the service up. I know it's not you, but maybe you gotta tighten up the training of the employees. And you know it happens. You know people get comfortable. They slack off.
I did not dispute that charge. I'm gonna have to figure out how we go into this spot, because I feel like at this point I'm gonna be hot with it. No shade, but all honesty, I don't like when I get food and it is not consistent. Okay, don't come for me. But yes, Footprints, real good restaurant.
Yeah, delicious.
Yum
My
yum
go-to
yum yum
every
yum.
time I need something quick on Uber Eats. All right.
I don't care where the food comes.
That's it.
Like, if we didn't really give a damn, I'll put this all out there. But look, I don't care where the food comes. I don't care where the food comes from. I just need it to be consistent. And I step your cookies up before they crumble. You know what I'm saying? Because you about to lose me as a customer. Word. Okay.
So on that note,
we're
gonna hop right into what we wanted to talk about today, which is look, my tenses don't be right.
Yeah.
I know I teach English, but y'all know what I mean, all right?
Okay.
So today we're talking about standards and dating.
Yeah. And this could be like a 20s gone wild, because you can end up like whatever we're about to say if you keep going on like this.
Yeah, and I feel like it goes on, especially I feel like, all right, we'll get there. We'll get there. So
Let
some
the people
context.
know.
Yeah. So I'm sure y'all probably heard about the woman who recorded that video. She was going out on a date with a man, and he pulled into the Cheesecake Factory parking lot.
Yeah.
And homegirl was like, she took out her phone, started recording. She was like, oh no, like, we're at the Cheesecake Factory. So he comes to her side to open up the car door. Yeah. And she's like, I'm not getting out. And he's like, why?
And she's recording it.
She's recording this whole thing.
Her intentions were crazy.
She wanted to embarrass him. So he's like, what's going on? Talk to me. She's like, oh, we're at the Cheesecake Factory. Like, I'm not going in there. I will die if I go in there. And he was like, all right, let's talk about it. And then she was like, yeah, I'm recording. Get in the car. We'll talk about it. So they have a conversation, and she tells him, like, I look good. I got myself together. I got cute. I can't go in the Cheesecake Factory. Like, can we go somewhere nicer? So the man, I mean, do I have to tell like all the details?
You can just give like a synopsis.
How it ends. Pretty much, homeboy was like, listen, I had reservations for us to go someplace better.
Yeah, Aria, I think.
Yeah, I don't know that restaurant.
Aria, yeah. I never heard of it, but until then. But
And he shows her his little planner, like, look, it was on the schedule, but I came to pick you up. You took over an hour to get ready. We left your house at the time the reservation was scheduled for.
There you go.
So this is where we at. And he clocked the attitude. He was like, your attitude, you don't really seem nice. You don't seem appreciative. Not there yet. Yeah, he was like, I don't know if I should spend this kind of money on someone who acts this way. And he politely told that girl, like, I'm gonna drop you off at home.
Yeah. And let's wrap it up before it even gets unwrapped.
He was like, we don't gotta waste no more time. Like, this ain't gonna work. I'm gonna take you home. At least he took her home. Because
I could have been like, but see, that's why I'm not a band.
See, because a real jerky kind of dude would have been like, get out the car,
mama, find your way home. Okay.
So,
and then at the end, she was like, I understand where you're coming from.
She seemed so bummed out. She was
girl.
Bummed.
Get the cheesecake and go home. Like, get your meal. You came in there. You went there for a meal. Get your meal and go home.
She wanted an upscale
belly I grumble
meal.
Now because you wanted to be.
No, homegirl wanted to go someplace real fancy schmancy and like record and
sprinkle.
Take her pictures and the IG stories.
Yeah,
that's. She wanted an experience
and show off. Sometimes it's about the show off, not even about the person. Because if you think about it, like, I be thinking about how old we are and how many dudes our age really have it to be taking us out to these restaurants. I'm not saying that that's not possible, but I don't like to ever assume that someone is dating someone who can afford these things or things like that. I'm not saying like women should not have expectations.
Yeah.
But if you are this man clearly had a good thing planned for you. You were upstairs working. You didn't know work was taking that long. You came down late. He had a backup plan.
Yeah.
That's on you. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that you recording and felt like you and your green and your purple lipstick needed to Cosmo and Wanda. Let me not violate the girl.
I mean, that's what it was given.
It was given like 20. I wore purple lipstick in 2013. I can pull up the picture right now. But hey, do you, boo? You know what I'm saying? Listen, mama. And I think the hype behind dates, first of all, to me, I think people should do like activity dates.
I think it depends.
Okay,
on
tell
like
me
where you at.
All right.
I think activities is cool. I don't know. I'm kind of like in between. I think it should be like a little bit of both. If we're gonna do an activity, you gotta feed me afterwards.
Yeah, you gotta get food after, but like, but what are you there for? To get to know the person. And I feel like sometimes the pressure of like the fancy restaurants and people put on, and then you ever see like a couple, they start real fancy and then they start getting like the worst treatment after. It's because it's like, I'm doing all the things that checks off your list until I
secure you, and
then it's over for now that. You really need to get to know the person at the core. And then beyond that, the fancy restaurants, to me, don't be all that. Remember we talked about palettes today, and like my hood meal, y'all don't laugh at me, but it's like macaroni and cheese Kraft with like tuna, and I gets busy on that. And that's
comment your favorite hood meal.
Yeah, that's my hood meal. Like corned beef and rice. I mean, I don't eat meat anymore like that, but corned beef, corned beef and rice, bully beef, that was my junk. And then
bully beef?
The same thing. As they call it. So corned beef and rice, and then it's like, you know, you have your hood stuff that you just could get.
Like a quick
your palate, it don't be changing like that. People try to act as if it changes OD.
It changes a little.
It changes a little bit, but to say that you not craving like that, the stuff that I liked as a kid, I still like now.
I think it depends. There's certain things I can't eat now. Like I remember like leaving school in like middle school and getting like $1 slice of pizza from the chicken spot. I'm not going to the chicken spot.
Me
as a grown woman.
Like, I'm not. I'm delivered from that place.
And I will eat fast food.
But your meal, your favorite food is still pizza. You know what I'm saying? It's just an upgraded version of it.
Sure, yeah.
So like I don't eat trash burgers, but till this day, I'll get like a Beyond patty. Even when we went out to that vegan spot, I'm getting a burger and french fries. But that's more like a brunch spot kind of. Yeah. But your palate does change, but as it relates to like, oh, I'm not going to be wanting scallops, and I don't want it. I don't want it. Okay. Certain stuff I'm just not trying. Like, don't give me no turtleneck and stuff. I'm not eating
All right, yeah.
So
but you know, it's like to each their own, because I don't know if people really feel like they really love them foods, or if it's kind of like not a facade, but I do,
because I've been to a fancy restaurant and Bed-Stuy fish fry got it times 10 over them.
Some of them do be like, I feel like it's hit or miss.
It's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. Like the places you tell me you go, like Mason Pickle.
But even that, I don't feel like that's like expensive. Like but you might spend a little more than. Okay. I mean, honestly, no, you might spend the same at Cheesecake Factory, depending on I don't know.
What about Brooklyn Chop House?
So like Brooklyn Chop House is a little expensive. Like you probably won't spend less than $200. And I do feel like that's a bit, like that's expensive for a first date.
It is.
Like $600 for just y'all two?
$600.
What is?
And it spins around in the city. Like we went to two. So we went to one in Canada, the CN Tower. That one was like less because Canadian money is less than our currency. I don't know how much he paid. But the one in New York was whack. And I keep telling you this. Like, I wouldn't lie and be like,
y'all spent $600 on dinner for two people?
And it was whack. But it was fancy. The view. And they sell. I guess we were paying for the view and the spinning on the restaurant. But take me to Bed-Stuy fish fry 15 times. Footprints. Give me a burger.
What y'all order? What y'all eat?
You know we only eat salmon, girl.
I know.
So it was like salmon and the asparagus. Whoever made asparagus, who decided to throw that together and call that a meal?
It was just the salmon and that's one thing about some of these fancy restaurants.
There you go.
It don't be a full meal. You leave out of there and you be like, yo, I'm not even satisfied.
Pull up at the McDonald's. Let me get a caramel frappe because.
But you know, I think it's like intentional. They kind of want you to like eat in courses. It's like you must have an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert to even feel like I'm satisfied with what I had here, but then you done dropped mad money.
Do you think that's out of our tax bracket? Because maybe the other people could afford to spend $1,000 to have like the appetizer and.
I mean, if you're spending $1,000, that's absolutely out of our tax bracket.
Insane,
that's
though.
Rent money. That's 100%. If you are a regular working Joe Schmo, you can't afford. I mean, listen. Unless you work these crazy paying tech jobs that everybody got on the internet.
Yeah, the ones that,
everybody's
you
like, I work in tech. Get into tech. Tech girls.
I'm an engineer.
Women in tech. Black women in tech. Let me stop.
No, we be roasting them, but it's the truth. Buy my course in tech.
Unless you making money like that, like, come on now. Us regular working class, middle class people, we cannot afford to spend $1,000 on. Yeah. Unless it's like an occasion, I guess.
It was an occasion. I mean, I was, what was the occasion? Oh, I was on vacation. It was my birthday. But even then, the Brownsville in me, the hood girl in me was just like, this is too much money. Okay, what do you think?
Like, sometimes it could just be the day that you go. Like, you've ever just been to a place and you're like, I like this place. It just wasn't hitting like that today. It'd be like that sometimes.
But not the food though. If I'm spending money, $600.
I mean, yes, for that price
chef,
point,
wake him up and make him make it over again. For $600, you're wilding.
It has to be consistent that price point every single time.
That's the part that sent me too.
Listen,
with a puree sauce of mashkawashku and bashku. Please give me the cash up. And then like me, I get overstimulated. So I'm like, ooh. What is happening? Too many options. Just give me the salmon. I'm gonna order the salmon every time. That's why. And then my issue, I feel like because I'm pescatarian now, it almost irks me to go out to eat because I know what I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
So there's no hype for me there anymore. I feel like my experience just has to be more customized. Like I just gotta know. Like, listen, if I'm going out, I really want to go out. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Like, you could try lamb chops. You could try a new steak. You could get this steak.
So that means you got to just toss the pescatarian lifestyle out the window. That's all I'm hearing.
No.
You need to eat a steak.
My booty going to be on fire the moment I eat a steak, girl.
You got to, like, eat it that one time, deal with the aftermath, and now you eating steak when you go out.
Nah. I just threw up in my mouth a little thinking about it.
Okay. All right. Don't mess it up for me now, saying that.
All right, child.
But
how do you feel about? Oh, go ahead.
You saying like you feel overstimulated. I feel like going to a place like Cheesecake Factory. That's the most stimulating place you can go. Like, no lie. The Cheesecake Factory menu is
extreme.
Crazy. It's a book.
It's a book.
It's so much to pick from. It's like, damn, I need 10 minutes just to sit and look at this booklet. But before I saw the video of the girl, I didn't know what was going on. What I seen at first was someone on Twitter was saying like, Cheesecake Factory is not a date restaurant. It's not a date night place. It's a family restaurant.
I heard that too.
And I will say, I have never gone to the Cheesecake Factory on a date. Like, if I've ever been there, it was with my family.
Okay.
So, I mean, I never thought about it that way, but I could see how someone could. I mean, I don't know.
Like a friend, like your gang.
I've never even been there with friends. I've literally only been there with family. Like, no one has ever, like, asked me to go out and was like, let's go to Cheesecake. But, listen, I feel like it's fine. I don't know. I think you just got to discuss your expectations. If you're going to have that high of an expectation, it needs to be discussed beforehand.
You need to say something because at this point, the man is just walking into a trap, and then also not you being late and then having stipulations and recording your phone. I'm not getting out. Her disposition was just turning me
nasty.
Off. Like, you don't got to be this way and then whoever gave her the goal to post it was like,
it was probably her homegirls who think the same way. They was like, yeah, post it. They thought that the woman was gonna.
If you had sent me a video like that, friend, listen, I would have been like, girl, you're set tripping right now, homie. Like,
you're bugging.
You know what I'm saying? And she don't look younger. She looks older,
probably like
30s, late 30s, 40s. This is why y'all be single though. This is what I'm saying to you. Like, it's one thing to have high standards. Oh, I'm not sleeping with every man. I'm not doing this. That's fine. We're here for that. Have your high standards. However, when it comes down to like first dates, we need to pipe it down.
Yeah.
We gotta relax. The man was prepared. He picked you up. You know, people be taking Ubers to their first dates and things like that. Like, he seemed genuinely nice and interested in you. And he even waited for you for an hour.
I can't think of too many men that's like, yeah, I'm just going to sit in the car for over an hour. Someone else would have been like, you know what? Screw this. I'm out. Yeah. And I think also if you're going to have that high of a standard for someone, you gotta have that for yourself as well. The least you could do is be on time. Like, bare minimum, or at least communicate. Like, hey, work is running a little late today.
Right.
Take your time getting here.
Exactly. Like, she's like, oh, I didn't know. Like, girl, you cannot be doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to take so long. You could have been like, hey, spin the block around or get some, treats for the car because, it's going to take. And her attitude just blew mine.
Yeah, it was nasty.
It's giving entitled. Like, I deserve.
You're not entitled to know. It's her saying like, oh, there's not another place you could call. It's like, for the place you want to go, Miss Ma'am, you can't just call.
You can't just call
and be like, I'm pulling up right now.
But guess what? We could call McDonald's and we could pull up right there.
Like,
you ungrateful woman.
Because you contradicting yourself. You want to go to these really nice places. You not just walking in. You got to have that reservation a week or two in advance sometimes.
Okay.
So it's like, you want someplace nice or you want the walk-in spot? Like, make up your mind.
There you go.
And it's like, you pressed to go out tonight. Like,
why you so pressed? You put on your little green and your lavender.
And now it's just like, so we really not? She seems so bummed out. And it's just like, listen.
She was like, so we're really not going anywhere?
Damn right. That man was turning that car around. Let's go.
Whip it. Listen. What advice would you give to somebody in their 20s, like dating and expectations, like realistic expectations? Because if you're not careful, you will date until you're 70. Because there is just a first date high that people don't talk about. I feel like people love to get free food. It's the truth. Capitalism exists. Get your meal. You want a free meal? Get a free meal. Girl, I don't even like him. I'm just going for the Applebee's.
For the food, yeah.
I'm just going for the drinks. Do you, mama? I mean,
but that's a real thing, though.
It is a real
women
thing.
Really out here, like, I'm trying to get free experiences and free meals out here.
I saw a dude like that in Olive Garden. It was the pandemic? It was the beginning of the pandemic. She was just rolling her eyes, eating, doing the most, and I was like, me and Karen looking on like, she don't want to be with that man.
You could tell sometimes
and
when
you
watch
like this,
other
and
people.
she just like. He laughing, his skinning out his teeth. And she just like,
she's just there.
She probably texted her friend like, girl, what's the move after this?
Yeah, what we doing? One time I went out and it was like,
there you go.
It was this like, it was like a real like one of those places that play like oldie loud music. It's just real like lit in the spot. And I seen a girl, like, she looked like she was our age and she was with an older man, like.
Okay.
And I'm thinking like either this is her sugar daddy or this is her father or like some older family member or whatever, but it's one or the other. And she was just having a good time. She's vibing out to the music. She's eating her food. She's busting down. And like every now and again, I would just glance over and I'm just like, is this a sugar daddy's? And it was leaning more towards sugar daddy situation.
Okay.
Like he was there because he probably like, oh, I don't know what.
He probably had to pay.
Thinking. I'm sure he paid. Absolutely. Like, they was right in my view. He paid. But I'm like, yo, this girl's here for a good time. Like, and,
she don't care about that man.
And that's all it is. She's vibing out to the music. I'm listening to Nicki Minaj. She rapping Nicki Minaj over there in her side. Like, she was just there for it. She wasn't paying that man. No mind. No mind.
Paid his bill.
She's sipping her drink, rapping the songs. Eating her food.
I wish that I could have this.
She got her phone out. Like, she's just enjoying herself.
And I mean, as she should, right?
As she should, but like all in all,
it's
the
messed
girls,
up though.
yeah.
Like we can't. It's fun for the person on the other side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the dude bigging out his mouth, laughing at the girl like, I feel bad. You know what I'm saying?
But as the guy or the person, whoever you are, you like, what are y'all talking about beforehand? Because I feel like y'all just, what's the conversation like?
Okay.
Do you feel like this woman likes you or this person likes you?
Okay.
Like, you gotta realize, am I being used for a night out? Or is this
but
girl
it's hard
me?
to tell if you're being used for a night out.
They want company sometimes.
You get enough drinks in the girl, you know what I'm saying? You start looking like Chris Brown. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's a man.
Some of these dudes just happy to go out. It's like, you know,
they just hoping, you know, get lucky or whatever. Yeah. And that's how then you wonder, you see people like a good looking person with a like okay looking person. You wonder how they got together. It was probably that same day that Olive Garden, child.
But you know, I'm thinking of the dude. It's just like, what was your conversation like with this woman beforehand? Because he seems like he's in tune, like he has some awareness from the way that he was like, I see how this is going. I'm gonna take you home. So you seem like you have some awareness.
Yeah.
So I just wonder, like, was y'all talking on the phone? Was y'all texting? Like, what was it giving for y'all to even get to first date stage? Because in my mind, I just can't imagine y'all had too much conversation. Because this is her. Like, that's her personality, it seems like. And you didn't pick up on that. It seems like y'all wasn't talking enough. So I think people just need to spend a little bit more time talking. And I know some people are like, nah, that's what the date is for. But it's like, you also wasting your time a little bit. Like, me personally, I'm not going on a date with someone if I don't at least like you.
Okay.
Like,
and you have to know enough.
I have to know enough to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go out with you. I'm not, we haven't spoken much, but I'm gonna get to know you on the date. No, like, yes, there is some, like, I'm going to get to know you more on a date. But it's like, we have to have been talking a little bit for me to even be like, I'm going to step out with you.
Yeah, because I get what you're saying. Because in the video, and if you guys haven't seen the video, go and watch it. It seems as if he's uncomfortable a little bit because he's like, who is this?
Yeah,
you know
like, what's going on here?
He's like, oh, you want to record? Okay, I'll step back inside. Because it seems as if this is unfamiliar to both of them. She's unfamiliar with him. And I feel like, how you know she's unfamiliar? Because at the end of the video, she didn't know that he was going to keep it together. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's not saying, oh, you know, you're always this nice or you're always this. Because to me, I feel like the way young people date, and that's how I know she a little on the older side. The way young people date, we talk to people. So even though they be, you just talking, it kind of gets you there, though. That's how you get into a relationship. We have to talk. I have to know you. I have to like you as a friend. We can't skip over the stages of, like, a relationship. I have to at least like you enough or see how you interact with people. Let's take a walk. Let's go for a coffee date or something. But maybe, that's what I'm saying, maybe my income is too low for me to understand what these people are talking about because and then also the time and the age that I got together with my person is like, maybe I'm just lost in this time.
It could be different.
It could be different now. So, but I just don't get the hype over like the first day has to be nice, because the whole time you just want to show off for your friends. You want to, you know,
be able to say like, oh, he took me here,
and this is a standard. And my thing about this is that people are not being honest about what a relationship really is and what it takes. This cute stuff is cute until it's not cute no more. And not saying that you're going to have to struggle, but if you think that Cinderella is your life story, you made a sad, mad mistake. Like, I'm not saying that black people can't have nice things that we don't deserve. You remember what we said? I deserve, you deserve, we all deserve. But pre-adventure, this woman falls on hard times. They lose a toe. They tear their Achilles. Are you really ready for that? Or is it because you can't take me to our Aria anymore? We could just go to Cheesecake Factory, that you're not going to be with me no more.
Yeah.
So it kind of just lets me know where your mindset is at just by that interaction.
And then, you know, I think it also depends. I agree with that. But I think it depends also on what your intentions are. Because some people may be dating, like looking for a relationship. And some people may be dating just to have something to do on their free time.
That's why I said it's an activity now. We're dating. We're doing the first. I get to know you. I like you. We kiss a little bit and I'm on to the next day. I'm looking for my high. It's like crack now. You know, dating is like crack.
Like those new butterflies.
Yeah.
Every few weeks.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get you a little crack here and there. I'm sorry for those people who have family members who are
like a little dopamine hit.
Yeah, a little dopamine hit. Let me not say crack. That's mean. It's not nice, right? But it's like a little dopamine hit. I get my little dates in. And so I think young people just have to be mindful, especially in your tax bracket. Check your account right now. If your account is negative, relax. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, as the woman though, you have the luxury. You could go out broke, and it's just like he got it, he paying. I mean, the worst that could happen is he be like, let's split it. And
imagine he goes to the bathroom and don't come back. Now you washing dishes. Listen, Lucy, always have your card and keep it pushing.
That's another situation. You seen the lady with the she went out on the date with the dude and she ordered all the oysters.
No.
And he did. Yes. He offered to take her out for drinks. So, but he dipped out on her, and I guess
did
they
he
had
pay for the drinks at least?
No. So he said, listen. So she was like, "Oh, dipping out on the bill is crazy," and he was like, "I offered to take you out for drinks, and you ordered all that food, so I could cash app you for the drinks, but the food, that's all you." So she had ordered. I guess people counted it. It was like no, because I think she put it in the video. She was also recording. She was recording.
Woo!
Yes. So she said it was like a dozen oysters. It was like some special.
That's exotic. I never craved oysters. Have you?
I've never had oysters. No. I want to try them one day because people be busting them down. But whatever. She had a dozen oysters. So I guess people counted like how many platters she had. So they was like she ordered 48 oysters. She probably, what is that? 4 platters?
Dang.
So they said she ordered 48 oysters. And it was like other food too. I don't remember what it was, but she had oysters and other stuff. So son was like, listen, I said we was going out for drinks. You ordered all that food. So I left. I do think leaving is crazy.
Leaving is wild.
But
why would he pay for that? Why?
And the bill, so she shows herself paying. I guess she thought it
How
was
much
like
was it?
It was like $180.
That's not bad, but still, I think she took advantage of the situation.
Yeah. And then they was clowning her. They was like $11 tip on a $180 bill. That's crazy.
After she almost ate down the whole restaurant.
Yeah. So, but it just goes to show like some women, women do have that luxury sometimes. Because for us, it's like, oh, he's paying. And now it's like when he walk out on you, or he be like, I didn't have intentions of paying this much. And I'm not saying that's okay, but
that's not okay.
You got to be prepared.
You got to communicate.
In case that happens.
Yeah, you got to be prepared.
You got to have
At
your
least she
card
had
ready.
Her card.
Yeah.
You see, this is dangerous. And this is how people get in trouble. Take it from somebody who was in their 20s, getting in random people's car and things like that. This is what you do. You put your life at risk when you walk outside with no funds in your account. You as a woman, yes, a man is going to pay. He's gonna pay, but pre-adventure that man go to the bathroom and do not come back, because he might Uno reverse on you.
See, now that I think about it, if I ever go on a first date with someone and he say he going to the bathroom, I'm gonna be like, yo, can you leave your card on the table? You gotta leave your card. Like, you not gonna do me like that.
Girl, he can shut off his card.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean,
it's 2023.
Listen,
I leave it on the table. Hello, Capital One, I've damaged my card. Can you send me a new one? 7 to 10 days, he up and running.
I'm walking out too. I'm sorry. Like, hopefully I don't ever have to go on a first date like that and that happens. But if that happens, if I realize like, oh, this nigga just walked out, I'm leaving too. I'm sorry. You not doing me like that. I'm leaving too.
Have you ever violated somebody on a date and ate down the place?
No.
You've always was moderate.
But then again, I think it goes back to like us dating younger.
Yes, because we're young.
We wasn't going to no.
Take me to Red Lobster.
Upscale.
I do not care for $80. Yeah. You at that point, you're just happy to eat.
Yeah, so
you're just happy to go out, and it was really about getting to know the person. You know, first dates, movies, Starbucks. Yeah, like we're okay with that. And our people in our generation, they're falling in love. However, once you get past a certain age, the pool kind of gets smaller. Bendito, sorry, but you're gonna have to get it together and understand that the lines start coming in. You it's not the same for you. You know what I mean?
But I do feel like, all right, if I had to go on a first date now,
where would you want to go? It would have to be someplace good.
I'm cool with the activity and food afterwards. If we do like a really fun activity, we could kind of eat like almost anything. Like, let me not say anything, like not like fast food, King, McDonald's, of course not. But like, if there's like a real cool spot somewhere that has like good pizza, like if you take me to like a TikTok pop-in place and the food's really good and we did an activity,
what about
that's cool.
Shake Shack? Would that be like, nah, because it's like an activity.
I've done that before. Like,
Back
years
that was
ago.
years ago.
So, but I don't think you could take me to Shake Shack.
Okay.
Like for a first date. No.
No. Okay. So it cannot be because that's still fast food.
It's still fast food. Like,
yeah, I get it.
Not fast food, but you also don't have to spend like $260 on the meal alone if we did like a fun activity.
Okay.
Because I might want to be like, oh yeah, I want some ice cream too. Like, let's find ice cream. Like for me, I go out to eat, I want dessert. Okay. and if dessert's not there, it's like, all right, so where are we going for dessert? Like, all right, so we don't got to spend $300 on the meal if we're doing an activity and maybe getting some dessert later too.
So for the night, what is the total that you can, like, if you can like look back on a date that you've had, what is the total for that night?
I can't say anything that speaks for my 27-year-old self now.
Okay.
You know, because any first date I've been on was like, what, 24?
Give me like
23. But at that time,
where were you going for a first date?
Probably to the movies.
Red Lobster.
And probably to like Red Lobster. Or
cut the
like,
crap.
Yeah, it's not. It's like it would be like dinner
crap.
and a movie, and I don't mind dinner and a movie now. But maybe
not
like
Red Lobster.
Not Red Lobster.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Maybe take me to a nicer movie theater.
Yeah, like with the food.
They bring the food to you.
But you
like,
see, we're being reasonable because
Yeah.
that sounds like a reasonable thing for people our age. And you're in your career. I'm getting my foot in mine. Like, it just seems reasonable at this age.
And then also keep in mind, if you like this person, there will be other dates.
Like,
oh my God. This is not the end all be all.
You will spend your birthday with them eventually. You will spend New Year's.
And even
you
if
will
it
have
don't,
Christmas together.
There's a second date, a third date, and maybe that's it. Maybe y'all just wrap it up by the third, fourth date. Like, you cool.
And you can date somebody else.
Exactly. After. Like, it doesn't
Stop
have to
acting
be
like
that.
this restaurant is going to be the last meal of your life.
It's not the end all be all.
Because people really do be going so hard. And I think, like, in your 20s, relax, because you're gonna end up like that woman, bitter and mad, talking about you ain't taking me down.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, she put her hand up like this. I'm not getting off the car. I said, oh, she is fierce.
Weird. Like, imagine him coming around to open the door and he realized she got her phone
She got
out.
the child lock.
Like, what's going on? He just seems so nice. Like, I feel bad for him.
I do. I think we should donate to him, not me. You. No, that's how Carrot got me. He had me out all day. I was with him all day. Then he said, "Hey, you want to go to the movies?"
I'm bugging. What was your first date?
We didn't date. I knew Carrot already.
But when y'all went on a date, the first time y'all went dated.
Out. First time was like Six Flags because now we in a relationship, and that's expensive because now you got to drive there. But like, say the first date was for us. We were out all day. We were like making a song or something. What was we doing? No, we were doing. No.
Back to the crib.
No, it was one day we was doing.
Ain't
something.
no shaming.
It was at TCM.
The first date.
No. This is before I was an employee here.
Hush.
Listen, it was
Hush your mouth.
No.
Hush your mouth. Charlene said that they didn't go on a first date. She went back to the crib. Heard you. If you like it, then it worked.
We was cool, but I was always not. Like, I'm not.
What Cardi B said, let me show you how to get this ring. Go back to the crib. Nah.
I'm genuinely not cheap. I don't argue with $20.
Oh yeah, he's not a cheap nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it works out.
So
but I can't.
I'm buy good food. I don't need to have a motive to buy you good food.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be.
It should be like that.
So I actually did have some music stuff and went to a restaurant to talk about it. It wasn't a date. She was showing me her boyfriend at the restaurant.
No, I'm not talking about that time. I'm talking about the actual time it felt like you had me all day.
I don't know what y'all talking about no more.
Look, the whole time he had me all day was the one time I feel like we were working on something, and then you took me to see Mission Impossible. And I was like, oh, I'm going to pay because, mind you, I'm young. So I'm like, that's what I'm saying. We had an all-day experience. But
you know what it sounds like to me?
What?
It sounds like y'all like just got together in like a unorthodox kind. It wasn't like a, hey, this is our official relationship date.
Weird.
So it's like
we can't speak on that.
So it's hard to figure out what was the first.
See how you be outside and you say you want activity. you want, I could just say this on the thing. Say you want an activity, you want dinner or like something to catch your stomach up, and you want dessert. Like this is a whole day.
Like a few hours.
This is like 5-6 hours worth of stuff happening. So you, in that time, you can ask questions. On your way walking to dessert, you can ask questions, things like that.
You're seeing things, you're observing behaviors.
Yeah. There you go. So I feel like the most important part that people are missing from a relationship is time spent. You could sit there and act like, oh, how did I get in this mess? Or I'm with this dude, I don't know how I got here. Time spent. You be sitting there like, oh, I was with him for 6 years. Time spent. Because you in your mind don't be understanding that the more time you spend with somebody, that's the more you get to know them. And then you start developing feelings. Sorry, my throat is dry.
Yeah, if y'all have all day to spend together, a lot could happen. Yeah, especially.
If they don't like you, they'll wrap it up. Right?
Exactly. It's like you don't even want the day to end. It's like, what are we doing next? Like, what are we doing now? Or now you're planning for the next day. And so it's just like, you free next week? Like, what we doing?
Like, we gotta get together again. And I think like for some dudes, it could just be done if you just have an all day activity. And if she likes you, she'll stay around for that. And if come not, back to she'll tell her homegirl, hey, call me right now, and act like it's an emergency, which is something that I've done before. Like,
that's crazy.
Hey, I was like, oh my God, I got to go. Junk is getting twisted back in Brownsville. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here ASAP. No Rocky. I gotta get out of here. So that's what I did. But if I like somebody, hey boo,
it's like you don't even want the date to end.
Like when I was dating like the person that I'm with now, child, listen, I was like, it's 4 a.m. He's outside my house. We're talking in the car for hours. Don't leave. I want you here. Duh. That's how. But listen, dude, stop. And then, like, I respect that man. No shade. I respect him. And I think a lot of dudes got to stand on a square. Yeah. Bring that butt home. If you not with it, don't be going out like no clown and no sucking. It's coming from a woman. Don't let no woman play you. Yeah. For real.
Because she clearly just wanted a dinner.
She just wanted a dinner. You know, now she had to go home and eat Pop-Tarts. And that's her portion. So I feel like that's all I gotta say on that. Do you feel like we gave the people good advice though? Yeah. Like an all day activity.
Do some talking first, so you know who you're working with here, and it's not like you get there and now you're startled by like all types of behaviors. Right. Like that's just us though. I think you gotta talk a little bit,
and then you don't gotta smash too. So like let it be an outside activity, because then the smashing might cloud your judgment.
There's that. I mean, but I think it depends on your intentions, and I think that's one thing. Like, people got to be on the same page about the intentions.
That's what I'm saying.
Because she seemed like she here for a good time, and he seemed like he was actually trying to like
get a relationship,
find a nice woman.
Yeah. And then my thing is like, these women. My question is, because I love us, but we gotta relax. You know, women, we could we be doing some shicey things, but these be the women that be like 60 looking back like,
Damn, what was I doing?
What the hell was I doing in my life? And you just be like, not much. I'm saying I
mean, in those people's defense, sometimes you get out of a situation later in life. You find yourself divorced at 58.
That's true too.
Going on a date at 60 and you don't know what the heck to do. You watching Shira 7.
There you go.
Getting advice and you thinking like, oh yeah, look at this young woman. She putting putting us on a game.
There you go.
I don't know, but.
And then also one last thing, like for the girls watching, we have to. This might be on brand for this, but it might not. But we got to stop centering men. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I love a good relationship. I love it. It is not the center of my joy, though.
Decenter men.
Stop the madness as a person, and it's not no shade. Like I wouldn't want to be the center of anybody. That's scary to me. I saw a TikTok that said I hate when people say I love hard, or it's true. Stop. You're scaring me. I'm scared. I need help.
Has anyone ever said that to you in real life? Hard. I've never heard someone say that in real life, personally.
What was it? I love hard, and the love I give, I'll never get back. You're loving too hard. Relax.
It's unconditional. It needs to be conditional. What are you talking about? You are not a parent. You're a romantic partner. It needs to be conditions. What do you mean?
I need some conditions up in there. Like, you can't do this, that, and third to me, and I'm gonna be sitting there like, well, my love is unconditional, and I love him. Absolutely not. Terms and conditions, me, please. We sign terms and conditions for everything else. We give our information away, but in a relationship,
unconditional.
Unconditional love. Stop, cut the crap. We got to get. I got that from you, by the way. The cut the crap.
Oh,
that is definitely your line. So I'm gonna give her credit. Woo! That's in my vocabulary forever.
Okay, it'd be like that.
Yeah. I follow my friends sometimes too. That was the line for me. Woo! Yeah.
You can't get out of this relationship.
That ass. Like, you can't leave.
I love hard, man. And when they say that, I be like, what do you mean you love hard?
I have something to show you. I hope I can find it when we're done.
Yeah,
it was given that. It was given like, you can't leave me.
Yeah.
Like,
I love hard and in this I give my all. Stop. I don't want your all. Give that to Jesus Christ. Give it to somebody else.
Find a hobby, a passion.
Don't give it to me.
What do you love?
That's too much responsibility. My heart's beating out my chest now. I'm having anxiety because you're telling me you're giving me your all.
Like, I need you to spread it out. Spread it out. Let's redistribute this love.
Let's change the verbiage. It's the way you act. I love that. But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we got to decenter, man. People just got to stop putting like relationships at the center of everything that they do. And that could probably be why this woman was caught up in the scrap in the first place. She had an idea in her head and she thought it was going to work, and ultimately fumbled a good man. I seen the roof in the ceiling. I'm like, that's a
nice car.
car.
I was looking at that too. Like, what kind of car he driving? All right.
You bugging. He went out with you with your lavender lipstick
and your Christmas green dress. Come on now. She said, you see me? I got all nice. All right, girl.
And the way she kept messing with
Let me
not
drag her.
No, for real. Them braids, when she was like fixing her braids, I'm like, Mama, relax. Calm down.
You need a Let me stop. Not too much. I'm here for the girls.
Podcast. Yeah. I wish that I could have
this moment for life.
And this is also why I do not promote relationships on like social media.
What do you mean, like your personal relationship?
My personal one, because you ain't finna judge me up and down. If you think my man don't love me, okay.
Yeah, no one needs to see that.
You don't have to not think or not.
Yeah,
you could think what you want to think, but there's no facts. You can't gather a laundry list of evidence. If that's how you feel. That's how you feel.
They said like they ever posted it the last one.
Who?
Cause I be looking at that too. I'm sorry. If you are, but that's the thing. If you post consistently with your dude or your girl, whoever your person, when I don't see it, I be like, what happened?
Are they following each other?
Ooh. Do he be liking her pictures? And I don't listen. It sounds crazy, but like some of us know we be doing that. It's whatever. I'm checking to see if your man be liking your pictures. Oh, he not liking your pictures. Okay. Oh, do he be in your comments? Oh,
he don't be in your comments no more.
Yikes.
But guess what? If you unfollow me, I unfollow you back. And if you block me, then I block you back. And if you mute me, I'ma mute you back. Cause that's the way I like it, like that. Hey. You like that song?
I do.
If you block me, I'm
putting the twos up like
I'll block you back. If you mute me, I'll mute you back. If you unfollow me, I unfollow you back. Cause I like it like that. And peace.
And on that note, bye, you guys. It was so nice talking to you.
Yes, thanks for tuning in. Make sure that you like,
subscribe,
and share with everybody that you know, because it's the way you act later. See you in the next episode. Bye. This was a good episode. I feel like we're natural at this. We need a live show.
A live show? Whoa, that's mad pressure.
No, one day.
Mad pressure.
Because we say mad unfiltered stuff. We have to be at a good place in life to have a live show.
Yeah.